if last episode was any indication of an average of prestige I gain per episode, then I should be able to form... I've searched Thalman from top to bottom and have come to realize there are no more pickled boar's heads. Not only that, but all other food stocks are nearing exhaustion. Your servant really should have mentioned that. Tough times ahead for us all. If that's any indication of how much prestige I'm gaining per episode, then I should be able to form the empire either this episode or the very next one. So, oh, and I have some money, so I can form a new duchy, and I think I am going to form this one and give it to this guy, but not giving him my county. Speaking of which, not quite. Still 0.9. Only 200 away. Your son Toitball comes to your study one evening. He appears quite agitated, pacing the room back and forth for a full minute before speaking. Father, I beg of you, please let me leave the keep. Please, you must. You demand to know his reason, but he refuses to tell you the specifics, only that it is a matter of life and death. What about your poor father? If you leave, I can't let you back in. His opinion of me changes by 50 for 120 months. I can't let you risk your life. I'm sorry, but no. Minus 20 for 60 months. I will take that option. A sudden clatter sends you running to check on your food supplies. You arrive at the storeroom just in time to see Marketrude emerge, wiping at her mouth. How could you do this? Food -1. Let her rot in the dungeon. You've outstayed your welcome. She's my brother's wife. No, meat's not back on the menu. I'm not going to become a cannibal. Sure. She's outstayed her welcome, and we've kicked her out of seclusion. Same thing, except for my late brother's wife. Same thing. I have fulfilled the ambition to see the realm prosper. I can declare war again. And I'm no longer suffering from slow fever in the capital. We'll open our gates. And I think I'm going to go to war for who's still pissed at me. The Earl of Leon. Alright, so yeah, I will go to war with... Oh, I still have a truce. Never mind. That's not going to happen. What about her? Still have a truce. I don't think we have a truce with this guy. And he's just not willing to accept outright vassalization, so... I will... Oh, he's a peasant leader. A peasant revolt was one. I will press a de jure claim on Dorset. Raise vassal levies. I'm gonna hold off on raising my own. And we'll bring them to a single location. It's gonna take out one of my larger stacks, which sucks. Stand down. The food shortage is over. How long does that last? 896? Okay. That'll be over in a few years, or 1 year, I guess. My nephew is trying to kill my son. I will actually imprison him for that. He's managed to escape. No longer in a plot. Try to give him some gold. Again, no. Invite to court. Nope. Let him cower in fear. Hopefully he doesn't kill my son. Go after this guy's army. And then siege out his capital. Well, his only province really, or county. Price of decadence. The Sultan of Baluchistan. How is the world looking right now anyway? The Abbasid Empire is shattered completely. Except it's now the Sonarid Empire, I think. Caliph Mahmud the Wise. He doesn't control pretty much all of Syria, most of Mesopotamia, and only about half of Abyssinia. Umayyads are still strong though, so strong as ever. Move the rest of our troops in. I have another 100 gold, which I think I will use to build a hospital here and hopefully start trying to prevent against disease in the future from spreading. I'm also going to plot to revoke the county back from this guy. You have decided to introduce a new law that to the good people of the realm, as is your right as their ruler. Now you just have to decide on its contents. The Turnip Act, the Pants Act, the Hole in the Wall Act, the Cessation of Violence Act. That one sounds like a good one. The new law has been written and couriers are even now distributing it to all of your vassals who admire your handiwork. Whereas the positive effects of fresh air is known to all, and whereas the movement of the wind must not be obstructed by man-made structures, therefore I, King Duncan III of Éire, decree that all homesteads throughout the realm are to have 2 holes, each no smaller than a grown peasant standing with arms outstretched and opposite walls facing each other to allow free passage of the wind. These holes are not to be covered by plants, windows, or planks, windows, doors, or cattle. If any member of the household is known to exhibit severe flatulence, the holes shall number 3 and no less. This law will bring salvation to the realm. All vassal opinions lowered by -5, 25 months. Yay! Because we're insane. This minor event would be a dull affair, but Duchess Quenberg of Galloway just brushed her bosom against me again. Is she flirting with me? That was definitely a wink. This is getting more interesting by the minute. She's got seduction focus, that's why. Say something clever. I'm a married man. Take my leave. It will never happen. Sure, sex appeal +10. For how many years was that? 5 years? Okay. Let's... How much plot power will that give me? We'll send a gift to 2 people in the hopes that they'll join the plot and give me enough. Somebody in Venice has died out. Just the other day, skulking as I often do, I caught Duchess Quenberg of Galloway and my son, Toitbolt, in flagrante? I don't know. They didn't notice me, but I'm still in shock. She is a married woman, by God. Scandalous. They must be exposed, or the flesh is weak. Forgive and forget. He already hates me because I'm his rival. Scandalous. They must be exposed. That is enough to revoke the county. He will most likely say no. That's just my guess. Am I frozen? Nope. Your shameful attempt at blackmail has not succeeded, then war is. Adds few ships. Won a siege. These last 2 should go fast because they're church and the city. We're 900 prestige away from... The world is a dangerous place and devious plots are everywhere. Rumors have reached you that people are conspiring to kill your son, Causantin. I'm pretty sure I already know who's trying to kill him too. It's the guy I tried to imprison. Yeah. Alright, this is worrying. I don't want him to die. He's a pretty solid heir. Good news, my lord. We have received credible reports of a recent great sighting of the great white stag in the county of Elanmana. Yeah, old man. Saddle my horse. %. My son needs an education, and I think I'm going to go with faith. She's trying to fabricate a claim on my kingdom. I am going to hold off on doing anything with that right now. Just the other day, she's trying to become amorous with somebody else. I smell profit. Harm indeed. People are starting to form a faction to increase council power again. Send them a couple of gifts. Hopefully that'll be enough. To the maimed fanatic Duncan, here, take my money. If you do not keep quiet, I will do things to you that you cannot even begin to imagine. Shut up and take my money. I've gathered my followers and hunting dogs. This time it will not escape me. We've won this last siege and can end the war. Oops, I just exposed them. I did not try to do that. I will use... Ooh, it's 100 gold. I'll hold off on that because I can now form the empire. Found a new empire. Okay, we're an empire. Does the color of our... Yes, it does. To a really, really bright green. Okay, I'll take it. We're an empire. And my first act as emperor is going to be to destroy the Kingdom of England, which will upset everyone, but I want to destroy as many of the kingdom titles as possible. But the good news about forming a custom empire is that all of that is now our de jure territory. And all that having happened, I'm going to try to imprison her now. I succeed. Can't revoke it, can I? No. How many people are in her dynasty? 8? I mean, it sucks that... Oh, she's in a different court. Hopefully, he will be willing to let me educate his children. We'll stand down our vassal levies. Not our own. That would be bad. You spend weeks in the wilderness searching for any trace of your prey, but are forced to return empty-handed. You are sure that no one's impressed by your failed adventure. Lose some prestige. Oh well, we don't need prestige anymore. The primary goals of the game, of this campaign, have been pretty much achieved. Now I can usurp the kingdom or the petty kingdom of Wessex. And I will give it to this guy. His children will inherit 2 duchies, possibly 3 actually, now that I think about it. Because her current heir is the Duchess Hungifu. And, are they each other's heirs right now? Yes, they are. Oh, okay, but she's married to the Duke of Wessex. But it's a regular marriage, not a matrilineal one, meaning all of their heirs should be Irish. And yeah, I'm not going to be able to vassalize her at all, probably ever. So we'll wait on that. Venetian politics, I don't care about. People don't hate me as much as I thought they would, considering I just destroyed the Kingdom of England. The title, not the entirety of the kingdom. He will possibly die, and his land will go to the petty king of Powys in Wales. Oh well, I can take it back if I need to. I can imprison this guy. He's an Anglo-Saxon. Why not? He comes peacefully. Although I probably shouldn't have done that now that I think about it. Because he actually has a couple of sons. I am going to go ahead and release him. And I revoked his title, I destroyed the liege title, I sent a gift, so I'm actually going to wait to create he's increased her opinion of me, that's good. I'm going to wait until until I have 100 gold, and then give him the Duchy of Northumberland. Yes. Because just the other day, skulking as I often do, caught her again. Yeah, sure, expose her. I'm surprised she doesn't hate me more for, like, exposing her twice, I think, now. Anyway. That's fine. I'll take it. Only one more holding until my wife is pregnant. No, one more holding until I have won the war to take back this county that I gave out in a time of infection. Scandalous, they must be exposed. Siege is done. We accept. I have that county again. Stand down the troops. And I can pick a new ambition. We'll try to build a war chest. I can extort my subjects. Can shut the gates. Not because there's a disease in my realm, but because I am paranoid. I think. Yep, still paranoid. Waiting on that 100 gold. Duchy. Create it. Grant it to him. And then... oh, his son's already 10. Damn. Well, we're still going to try to convert him to Irish. Gregarious, diligent. I want to find both. And avoid the opposites. There's a gregarious and diligent one. He's 56 though. I don't know if that's a good idea. I'd probably forget to go back and make sure he's still alive and still educating the kid. There's diligent and gregarious. 49. It's not great, but it's alright. And might as well also try to educate the other one. But I think I have to wait for the first one. He agrees. And the other one. Sure, I'll go with my heir. Accepts, and this one I can actually change to heritage. Cool. Expose them again. And now I can start doing other things with my money. While pondering over the guest list for the banquet, I wondered if I should invite one of my friends. Of course. I don't see any reason not to. I rushed around trying to get everyone to work harder, not smarter, to get everything ready for the banquet. When the guests started to arrive, I waited impatiently for Adamar, but Adamare, I guess is, I don't know, but still did my best to make sure every guest felt welcome and found its designated place at my table. She told me how glad my invitation had made her. That name reminds me of A Knight's Tale, Count Adamar. As I retired to my chambers, I was shocked to find a copy of the Fraticelli Bible on my bed. At first, I thought someone had left it there with the intention to frame me, but then I noticed a little note left on top of the open tome. Never, I will hide it where no one shall ever find it. Anyway, Count Adamar's a guy, and so I'd imagine there's some different in how that name is pronounced. Alright. That works. I guess their kids will now inherit 3 different titles. She is a powerful vassal. And because I formed the empire, I should be able to pass some laws, including free investiture. Because, and it will pass this time because there is no council power. I'm fine with that. That was a crown law, though, so I can actually pass another type of law. And I think nobles will piss off, I think, a lot of people. Burghers, however, I can deal with that. So, I should be making more money from my city vassals. We'll see in about a month. Somebody lost a sword I don't care about. And that's still at 0.9. Anyway, I'm going to end the episode here. We have the Empire, so I need to move on to what I would consider the end game goals, and that is conquering Scandinavia, making it Catholic, and removing the Norse religion from the map. And look at that. Someone's already started to do my job for me. The King of Saxony is Catholic, and so is his heir. And also removing the Umayyads from Spain.